A poignant tribute to the 500 men and boys who went down with the Mary Rose. A wreath laid at the scene of their deaths. The actual bell from the warship rung in its honour.
It is the flagship of this nation, which Henry built at the start of his reign. We've got it, but we've got the contents of it, and that's what's so fantastic. So it's not just the only ship from this age, but it's 19,000 artefacts from inside. We put them together, we put them back to where they belong.
As the flotilla made for land, cannon fired a salute from where King Henry VIII stood and watched as his fleet did battle with the French in 1545.
They had gun ports that opened and you could push the cannon out. They'd fired off one side, they turned the ship on a sixpence, and as they did that, the wind blew, the ship's very vulnerable at that point, and it just capsized it tipped the ship over, water came flooding in, and it capsized.
Flaming arrows shot into the sea from longbows to remember the archers who died on board.
Every one was issued with a certain number of bows and arrows. So it was still on to fight naval warfare, because as ships got closer and closer, the bow came into its own, I mean, they were used ship to ship.
The Mary Rose was discovered in the silt of the Solent in 1971. It was raised from its resting place 11 years later, under the watchful eye of today's royalty.
Are you very wet this morning? We are wet, yes.
As the painstaking restoration work was carried out, this incredible piece of British naval history drew huge crowds. Now its new home, a museum costing almost £30 million, is expected to do the same. But the restoration project isn't yet complete. This amazing vessel is going to have to remain behind glass in this hothouse environment for 4 years to allow all the waxes and chemicals that have been sprayed onto these ageing timbers in order to preserve them to dry out. The famous vessel is now reunited with thousands of the artefacts it once carried into battle, each item incredibly well preserved, each a vital clue to life in Tudor times. Frazer Maude, Sky News, Portsmouth.